Hello guys, how are you all? Welcome to my channel Cracking IELTS 9.0. So today I'll be discussing Cambridge 16 Test 1 Section 1 of the General Training Reading module. Okay. As you guys know, I have already discussed the academic reading module. But today I'm going to discuss the GT module, right? So as you can see, the heading says helping pupils to choose optional subjects when they are aged 14 to 15. What some pupils say. So the set of questions that we have here is nothing but match the information. Okay. So let's read each paragraph one by one and then we'll decide which statement is matching with our paragraph. Okay. Paragraph A, Krishnan. I'm studying Spanish because it's important to learn foreign languages, and I'm very pleased when I can watch a video in class and understand it. Mr. Peckham really pushes us and offers us extra assignments to help us improve. That's good for me because otherwise I'd be quite lazy. Okay, let's read the questions now and try to understand whether any question is matching with paragraph A or not. Okay. First one, this pupil is interested in the subject despite the way it is taught. Did we read anything about this? I don't think so. Next, is hoping to have a career that makes use of the subject. Okay, we didn't read anything about this either, right? Next, finds the subject harder than they expected. No, we didn't read anything about subject becoming harder, right? Next, finds the lessons very entertaining. No, we didn't read anything that. Next, appreciates the benefit of doing challenging work. Oh, challenging work. What do you mean by this, guys? Has realized the connections between two things. No, we didn't read anything about two things, right? But fifth one is really interesting, right? I think we have read something about challenging work, right? See this one, guys. Read this sentence. Mr. Packham really pushes us and offers us extra assignments to help us improve. What does this mean? This is really helping them. This is nothing but the challenging work, right? He appreciates. So he said that this pupil appreciates the benefit of doing challenging work. See, that's good for me. Oh, this is the appreciation. Okay, that's good for me. This is the appreciation. For the benefit of doing challenging work, otherwise he'd be quite lazy. Okay, see, doing this kind of help pushes us, offers extra assignments and to help us improve. So this is the benefit, is helping us improve and avoiding to be lazy. Okay, so that's good for me means these people is appreciating, right? So fifth one exactly matches with A. So the answer for fifth one should be clearly A, guys. Okay, right, let's read the paragraph B and try to match it here. Lucy, history is my favorite subject and it's fascinating to see how what we learn about the past is relevant to what's going on in the world now. Okay, it's made me understand more about politics, for instance. My plan is to study history at the university and maybe going to the diplomatic service so I can apply a knowledge of history. Okay, great. So here he's talking about her favorite subject, right? It's fascinating to see what we learn about the past is relevant to what's going on in the world now. So there is a comparison between the past and the present. Okay. Next, it's made me understand more about politics. My plan is to study history. Then maybe go into the diplomatic service. Wow, diplomatic service, so that I can apply the knowledge. So, is interested in the subject despite the way it is taught? No, despite the way it is taught, it is not mentioned in this paragraph, right? Next, is hoping to have a career that makes use of the subject. Oh wow, I think we read something about a career, right? That makes use of the subject. Okay, I'll tell you. See, career means diplomatic service. She wants to go into the diplomatic service that makes use of the subject, means where she can apply the knowledge of history. So this is the making use of the subject that she has learnt, right? So clearly second one is matching. Second one is matching clearly with the B, right? So B is one answer. Then now find the subject harder than they expected. Okay, we didn't read that the subject is harder, right? See guys, here we have an note. What is this? You may use any letter more than once. It means some letter is going to repeat. Maybe A, B, C, D, E or F. Some letter is going to repeat definitely. Okay, so that's why we are looking at all the options. Okay, so B, 2 is B clearly, but let us see whether anything else is matching or not. That's it. Okay, we are just checking. Next, find the lessons very entertaining. No, we didn't read anything about entertainment, right? So fifth one is already taken. Next, people has realized the connection between two things. Oh, has realized the connection between two things. What did we discuss here, guys? Fascinating means interesting to see how what we learned about the past is relevant to what's going on in the world now. Oh wow. So these are the two things. What are the past and the present now? So what we have learned about the past is relevant to what's going on in the world now. This is the connection between two things. So she has realized the connection between two things. Right? So sixth one is clearly B again. So B has repeated twice, guys. Okay, did you note this? Good. Let's move on to the next passage. Thursdays are my favorite days because that's when we have computing. It's the high spot of the week for me. I learning how to program. I began when I was about 8, so when I started doing it at school, I didn't think I'd have any problem with it, but I was quite wrong. Okay. When I leave school, I'm going into my family retail business, so I can't see myself becoming a programmer. Okay, great, guys. So in this 2 and 6 are already taken, right? So we are looking at the remaining ones. Is interested in the subject despite the way it is taught? No, we didn't talk about the way it is taught, any subject, right? Next, find the subject harder than they expected. Oh wow, now I am interested in this. Finds the subject harder than they expected. Okay. Now look at this sentence, guys. I love learning how to program. I began when I was about 8. So when I started doing it at school. Okay. I didn't think I'd have any problem with it, but I was quite wrong. Now what does this sentence mean? Means I did not think I'd have any problem. Means I thought there will be no problem, but I was wrong. Means there was some problem. Means it was quite harder than they expected. Okay, Mark, this guy expected that it will be easy, but it was not easy. It was quite hard, right? See, he said, but I was quite wrong. Means it was hard. I did not think I'd have any problem. Means he thought it was easy, right? But he was quite wrong. It was quite hard. So the answer for the third one should be C clearly. Okay, guys? Right. Let's move to the next paragraph now. Letter. My parents both work in leisure and tourism, and they have always talked about their work at home. I find it fascinating. I am studying it at school, and the teacher is very knowledgeable, though I think we spend too much time listening to her. I'd like to meet more people working in the sector and learn from their experience. I find it fascinating means interesting. I'm studying it at school and the teacher is very knowledgeable, though I think we spend too much time listening to her, just listening to her. I'd like to meet more people working in the sector and learn from their experience. Means, yes, she is not satisfied by the way they are taught, right? But I find it fascinating. Means she is very. This one, guys, this people is interested in the subject despite the way it is taught. Okay, yes, this one is matching clearly. See, I'll tell you how. See, I find it fascinating means interesting, means this subject is very interesting. Leisure and tourism is interesting for Violetta. I am studying it at school and the teacher is very knowledgeable, though I think we spend too much time listening to her. So they are spending too much time only listening to her. She wants to meet more people of the working in the same sector and learn from their experience. That's what so it is taught. More listening is there in the subject. Okay, no practical experience. That's why, even though she is not much impressed with the way it is taught, she is very interested in the subject. So paragraph D is clearly matching with 1. So first one is D, guys. Okay. So we are left with one sentence and one paragraph, right? Walid. I have always been keen on art, so I chose it as an optional subject, though I was afraid the lessons might be a bit dull. I need not have worried though, our teacher gets us to do a lot of fun things, so there's no risk of getting bored. At the end of the year, the class puts on an exhibition for the school, and I am looking forward to showing some of my work to other people. Okay, great. Finds the lessons very entertaining. Okay, he says this is very entertaining. Let's see. Look at this sentence, guys. I need not have worried though. Our teacher gets us to do a lot of fun things. What do you mean by fun things? Very entertaining things, right? So there's no risk of getting bored. Okay, so there is nothing like getting bored, right? There is nothing like getting bored, and there are a lot of fun things. Means they are very entertaining, right? So clearly the fourth one is E, right? Yes. So we have completed the first passage in section 1. Let's move to the next passage. This is the second passage of section 1. It says, it's almost time for the next Ripton Festival. The questions that we have here are true, false, and not given. So without wasting any time, let's dive into the passage. As usual, the festival will be held in the last weekend of June this year on Saturday to Monday 27 to 29 June. Ever since last year's festival, the committee has been hard at work to make this year's the best ever. The theme is Ripton through the ages. Scenes will be acted out showing how the town has developed since it was first established. But there's also plenty that's up to date, from the last music to local crafts. Okay, now what is the first question? The festival is held every year. Okay, the festival is held every year, he says. Okay, let's see. See, as usual, the festival will be held on the last weekend of June. This year on Saturday to Monday. Okay, so ever since last year's festival. Okay, so the festival happened last year, and this year also it is going to be held. Okay, as usual means every year it is being held in the last weekend of June. That is what the passage means. It means the festival is held every year. Okay, so since the last year's festival, the committee has been hard to work to make this year's the best ever. Means every year the festival is being held, but this year they want to make it the best. Okay, seventh one should be true, guys. Okay, so the next one, this year's festival focuses on town's history. Okay, so what is the keyword? This year's festival focuses on town's history. Did we read anything about the town's history? See, the theme is Ripton through the ages. Scenes will be acted out showing how the town has developed since it was first established. It means, what does this mean? They are going to show how the town has developed through the ages since it was first established. Means it is the whole history of the town they are going to display, right? So this year's festival will concentrate on the town's history. Yes, of course, this sentence has the answer. So eighth one should be true clearly, right, guys? Next, goods displayed in the craft fair are unlike ones found in the shops. Okay, now he is talking about goods displayed in the craft fair. They are unlike the ones found in the shops. So these are the keywords. Fair is a regular part of the festival. Come and meet professional artists, designers, and craftsmen and women who will display their jewelry, paintings, ceramics, and much more. They'll also take orders, so if you want one of them to make something especially for you, just ask. You'll get it within a month of the festival ending. Okay, great. So in this paragraph, did we read anything about goods and the craft fair? Yes, we read about the craft fair. Okay, we read about the goods like these painting, ceramic, jewelry. They also take orders. Okay, but did we read that they are unlike the ones found in the shops? Is there a comparison between the shops and the goods that are available at the craft fair? No, we didn't read anything about that, right? So what is the ninth answer? Good displayed in the craft fair are unlike ones found in the shops? No, there's nothing given on this topic, right? They didn't compare the one in the shops in the craft fair. Barbecue will start at 2 p.m. and continue till 10 p.m. with a bouncy castle for kids. The barbecue will be held in Palmer's Field or in the town hall if there's rain. Book your tickets now and they always sell out very quickly. Entry for under 16s is free all day. Adults can come for free until 6 p.m. and pay £5 after that. There will be live music throughout and local amateur bands in the afternoon and professional musicians in the evening. What does it say? The barbecue will be cancelled if it rains. Okay. What did we read about the barbecue when it rains? The barbecue will be held in Palmer's Field or in town hall if there's rain. Okay, what does this mean? It means barbecue will be held in town hall in case of rain. It will not be cancelled. It will be held in the town hall in case of rain. That's it. So the barbecue will be cancelled if it rains? No, false. It will be held in the town hall. It will not get cancelled. Okay, so this is contradicting with what's given in the passage, right? Next, adults can attend the barbecue at any time without charge. Okay, he's talking about adults attending the barbecue at any time without charge. Okay. So what did we read about adults? See, entry for under 16s is free all day. Adults can come for free until 6 p.m. and pay £5 after that. Okay, only until 6 p.m. it is free for the adults. After 6 p.m. they have to pay £5. So what does this one stand for? So adults can attend the barbecue at any time? No. Without charge? No. They can enter only up to 6 p.m. without charge. After 6 p.m. there is charge. So at any time? No. It is contradicting. So it is clearly false. Okay. Next, amateur musicians will perform during the whole of the barbecue. He is talking about amateur musicians now. What did we read about them? There will be live music throughout, with local amateur bands in the afternoon, professional musicians in the evening. Okay, great. So we got the answer, right? So amateur bands are performing only in the afternoon, professional musicians in the evening. Musicians will perform during the whole of the barbecue? No, not during the whole of the barbecue. Only in the afternoon they are performing, right? So this one is also clearly false, guys. Okay, this one is contradicting with what is given in the passage. Next, seating is available for watching the boat races. He is talking about seating in the boat races. On Sunday, we are delighted to introduce an afternoon of boat races arranged by the Ripton Rowing Club. The spectator area by the bridge has a plenty of room to stand and cheer the boats home in addition to the number of benches. The winners of the races will be presented with trophies by the mayor of Ripton. Okay, so he's talking about the benches and the seating arrangement, right? So they have a plenty of room to stand and they also have number of benches to sit, right? So seating is available for watching the boat races? Yes, true, because they have benches, right? So seating is available. Standing is also available, right? Next, people attending the festival will be asked to donate some money. Okay, people attending the festival will be asked to donate some money. So let's read about donation now. All money raised by the festival will go to support the sports club in Ripton. Okay, did we read anything about donation here, guys? Donating the money? No. All the money raised, okay, will go to the sports clubs. So there is nothing mentioned about donation, right? So what is the answer? You guys tell me. What is the answer? Yes, it's not given, right? So that is the end of today's video, guys. This is just the section 1 of test 1. The remaining sections will be following soon. So please keep on watching my videos. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe my video. These videos are extremely helpful for people who want to crack the IELTS test. If you can follow my tips and tricks, I am sure that you can score at least 8 bands in the IELTS reading module. So until next time, goodbye. Have a great day.